Well, good morning, everyone. Once again from Epcot. Today is November 14th, 2019, and this is going to be our November 2019 Epcot transformation update for you. Today, I'm also joined by my beautiful fiance, Megan.
Hi.
And we're going to take a look at some of the updates going on. There's a lot of new things that I've seen, so I can't wait to head on in there and see what's going on. First, let's hop on board that monorail and get a nice aerial view over Future World. First things first, before we head on that monorail, the tram drop-off area is now all complete. Very wide open now, and it's not dropping you off back here. It's dropping you off much closer now. We can also see this area over here is now complete. This is the new security scanning area. Much more wide open than when it was just right there, actually. If you're coming in on the west side of the parking lot, so I believe that's Amaze and Discover, or maybe Explore, Imagine, and all those guys. I can never remember those. It's going to be the same tent area that's just like right over there. So that's still open, but this is much more wide open, and it is absolutely wonderful. But now once you are past security over here, there is still a little bit of construction over here. Not exactly sure what they're doing, maybe just like expanding it further, but still very much better arrival process than, well, what we got last month. So the other thing that this actually now means with your arrival experience is if you're coming from the Ticket and Transportation Center right to Epcot, you won't have to go through security again. So you'll go through security at Ticket and Transportation Center. Once you get to Epcot, you just go right into the park. Pretty cool. You can also see some new progress on the Universe of Energy building. Now the Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind attraction. The former Energy building is now all black, as you can see. And the launch tunnel, and I'm assuming that's like a maintenance building or something back there. That's coming along very nicely as well.
Exciting things are on the horizon here in Future World. Whether it's rocketing back to the Big Bang with the Guardians of the Galaxy, or exploring a fun new city built on the power of play, these worlds are sure to inspire. If you're looking for an exhilarating sensory thrill ride, step into Mission Space, where you and your flight crew can sign up for one of 2 out-of-this-world missions. And just next door is the new Space 220 restaurant, where you can lift off and enjoy stellar dining in space. At Test Drive, you can experience the exhilaration of test driving a vehicle on the longest and fastest ride ever created for Walt Disney World. Across the lagoon is World Showcase, where you'll find representatives from the host countries, making this a truly international exchange. Some exciting new adventures from around the world are coming to France, Canada, China, and there's even more for you to explore as you come around to the world of imagination and nature. Inside those glass pyramids, up in the short park, and journey into imagination with Figment, and experience your favorite short film like never before at the Disney Pixar Short Film Festival. Next is the land, where you can celebrate Earth's rich diversity. The land is also home to Soarin', a fish-flying adventure across the wonders around the world. Here at the sea, you'll be able to eat some of your favorite undersea fowl from Disney Pixar's Finding Nemo. But we are approaching the Epcot monorail station for our smoking guests.
So some interesting things to see there. You notice that the front entrance of Spaceship Earth is still being worked on with the new landscaping and everything. The Fountain of Nations is completely gone now, and it looks like the Moana Journey of Water is beginning its transformation too. We'll hop over there in a little bit so you can see what's going on over there. But that's not really going to take full shape, I think, until the demolition of that Innoventions building. So we still got a little bit of time for that, but it's starting to progress. This is a really interesting sight from the east side of Spaceship Earth. You can literally see the land right out there, and just a little, yeah, actually that's the whole Nemo Pavilion. All the trees are gone here, and again, according to the concept artwork, this should be where the Moana Journey of Water experience is going to go. And these parts of Innoventions will be demolished probably soon. But Art of Disney still looks like it's open, so might still be waiting a little bit of time. So it's coming, and I can't wait. Another thing we'll comment on really quick too is the big renovation obviously coming for Spaceship Earth. We don't exactly know when this is going to start, but I think it should be like next year, maybe early next year. So we should be hearing something very soon. But eventually this will all be gone, and then right around here is that beautiful Walt statue that they're going to have, where he's going to be looking out to all of Future World and all of Epcot right here. I cannot wait for that. I think that was a nice surprise that we got at D23, and I'm very excited once we get that. So again, this whole area is still under construction. It will be for quite some time. The Fountain of Nations, as you saw in the monorail video, is gone. But keep in mind too, and Megan is obviously upset about it, that Starbucks is gone. So hopefully Starbucks will be coming back in some way, shape, or form. But for right now, there is no Starbucks at Epcot. So make sure you get your caffeine before you come to the park. Right, Megan?
Yes.
I remember someone was asking me in the area here if the music was turned on. Well, it's on. So thank God we don't have a quiet Innoventions area now. The music is back. Over here on the Future World east side, we still have our construction walls all over here for the Play Pavilion, as well as Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. Doesn't look like much has changed over here in the month, but this will be around for quite some time. And if you noticed in the monorail shot, the restrooms over here are closed. So I'm thinking in my mind where the closest restrooms are now to this area. I think it's going to be back that way by Spaceship Earth. So plan accordingly.
Also, there's a
Megan, what's also over here?
caffeine, coffee, Joffrey's.
Yep, the Joffrey's is still open, so if you didn't get your Starbucks, you got Joffrey's. Looks like they're doing some exterior work on the old Energy Show building. You can hear some welding or whatever that is going on back there. And not much has really progressed on the Play Pavilion. I think all the stuff is going on inside. We probably won't see much of anything going on for quite some time for that too. So now we're over here at the entrance to Mission Space. Obviously you can see the same old stuff here, but a giant crane back there for Space 220, and this mysterious black wall over here. I personally believe that is going to be our entrance towards Space 220 when that opens. They said by the end of this year, but I think it's going to be early next year. It's probably going to be like January, maybe even February. But that will be opening very soon, and you can kind of see it just a little bit back behind those trees over there. And we did show you a little bit more from what we could see on the other side of Test Track over there last month. But I do believe right here, that will be the entrance to get you over to the Space 220 restaurant. Also, a quick update for you on Test Track. In case you haven't heard, Test Track will be going under a almost 2-month-long refurbishment in January, and I think lasting until the end of February. So make sure you plan your trips accordingly. I believe what they've stated is that it's going to be getting a software upgrade, so that should be helping in terms of the reliability of the attraction. Maybe we won't see as many downtimes as we have in years past. So another quick update, now we're on the Future World West side. This section of the Interventions building has obviously already been closed, but also to the character spot that was over here where all the characters would be is no longer there, obviously. They are now meeting just right over here. So that lends me to believe, I think, that they're gonna tear down this one first and then work on that one, because if you notice, Baymax and Joy and Sadness are still in there, as well as the other ones that just got moved over there. So I think they're going to start with this and then work their way over to the next section. So again, this should be the area where the Moana Journey of Water will be going. And we saw it from the other side as well. The other thing that I found really cool over here is these do look like temporary signage, obviously. But I do love that it has the original Living Seas logo there. Very, very cool. Also, too, here at the entrance, it does look like the animatronics and the signage got a little bit of a update. But the waves are working here again. I don't think I've seen these waves working in years. Very, very cool. So now we're over here in World Showcase. This new structure actually looks very themed. I believe these are only supposed to be restrooms though, but it's looking very, very nice. Can't wait to see it when it's done. Over here at the Canada Pavilion, you can see the rockworks here are out of their scaffolding. Does look very pretty. And keep in mind, Canada is still closed right now, the Circle Vision 360 film that will be reopening in January with a brand new film. I'm very excited to see a brand new Circle Vision movie. And you can actually kind of see the entrance just right out there. Only a couple more months until we get to see Canada again. Moving forward now over to the UK Pavilion, we do know that in the coming years, we don't have a set year yet for it, but a Mary Poppins themed attraction will be coming to the United Kingdom Pavilion here at Epcot. Nobody really knows exactly, speaking of Mary Poppins, nobody knows really yet where it's going to go. My belief, this is pure speculation, nobody has told me anything, but I think it will go right back here. This is all, that's all a backstage area that they could easily move. And the band here, yeah, I could see people getting upset that they're going to get rid of the band, but they could always just relocate them, maybe to just like back out here or something. But I think Cherry Tree Lane in the coming years will just be right here. And I'm excited. I'm not excited that it's going to be the Mary Poppins Returns movie that they're going to be basing it off of, but it'll still feel great to walk down Cherry Tree Lane and see everything. That I'm very excited for. Now let's hop on board the Skyliner and get a nice aerial view over at Ratatouille.
Disney Skyliner at Epcot International Gateway. We're flying to Disney's Riviera Resort with a final stop at Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort. We hope you enjoyed your visit to Epcot and World Showcase. Did you learn how to say hello in a different language today?
So we're over here now at the Caribbean Beach Skyliner station. You got a chance to see some nice construction going on there. The facade, it looks like that's maybe about like 60 to 70% done. I believe personally Ratatouille is going to already be open in time of the summer. I think it'll actually be open maybe like spring break, so March-ish, March, April. If anything, maybe at least soft openings, because it seems like it's going very, very well over there. We're now going to hop right back onto the Skyliner and take us right back to Epcot, and we'll keep going around World Showcase. And just like that, we are back here at Epcot, and standing in front of Impressions de France, we can see that they are gearing up to reopen, as well as add in the Beauty and the Beast sing-along. This should be opening in just 2 months, in January of 2020. Very excited to see what this will bring, especially having the multiple show times, some for Impressions de France in the day, as well as that Beauty and the Beast sing-along. Beauty and the Beast sing-along is actually being produced and I believe directed by the legendary Don Hahn. Very excited to see what he will bring to the table with that. But yep, this is just what it's going to look like probably for just about 2 months. And here's another look too at the quick service restaurant coming to the America Pavilion. I cannot exactly remember what this is named off the top of my head, but I believe it was like brews and like a smokehouse. Sounded very interesting, and I do believe that they are starting to do the hiring process for it, so we should be getting close. However, it does seem like there's a lot of construction still right there, so it'll probably be a little bit. All right, so there you have it. That's the November update on the transformation of Epcot. What do you think so far, like how it's going?
I think that it's going to be great. It's going to come very quickly, and I'm looking forward to the future of this park.
It's looking really well, and this is just the preliminary stages. As always, I'm going to try and do this monthly. I can never guarantee that it will be monthly, but we're going to try and see if we can get this every month.
We won't be able to do it in March.
Yes! Honeymoon time.
Yeah.
So we'll do our best, and hopefully we can get some of these out for you. As always, be sure to subscribe down below, and you'll be updated every time one of these comes out. So thanks for tuning in, everyone, and have a great week.